Of of course there's no sound. I always start off the day with the microphone muted. That's the new tradition. That's the third time in a row I've done it. So I've been talking. The YouTube people can read my lips to hear what I was saying. But the dog got up. That was the big excitement you missed. It's really windy here today, and the wind is setting off the door sensor thing, like the ring that we have out there. So it keeps making the ring sound, and then Mojito immediately, anytime he hears that, he gets up like, let's fight! So that's the excitement you missed, because I had this thing muted. Let's see, so today I was just going to go, I thought I'd just go play. So for those who were hoping I would do pet stuff today, I did not have any time this morning to do the pet balancing stuff because there's still a number of significant issues in there. Aloha, Lancel. Are you actually from Hawaii? But there's still a number of issues which we are getting fixed ASAP. Gradius, when will you be mailing out the Unlearned stream specials? I mailed out all the ones that people had mailed me. I was hoping people would mail me. Call me. If you send me an email in game, so I can go check, it makes it a lot easier for me, and it also makes it so only the people who are actually watching the stream. Let me go. Oh, looks like he has one there. Please send me stream specials. You did mail me. Thank you. Oh, that's from this morning. I get up, I did those, but I did them this morning. It was like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. or something, so. Coming right up. Hold on a second. What's that thing called? Unlearn. Obsidian item of unlearning. There it is. Enjoy and thank you. Do. All right, now I think I'm caught up. You're the last one. There are a number of people that I emailed this morning. I'm pretty sure I've emailed everybody now. And one person I emailed this morning wrote back and said, I guess you lost my other one or something like that. Apparently I emailed some of those people, but not all of them. I've now emailed everybody who's supposed to be getting like swag or something like that, so I'm gonna have to go check to see, like, maybe if the last time I sent it out. Let's see. I think some of you guys might have been eaten by my spam filter the first time I sent them out. So I'm going to keep a really close eye on my junk folder and try to make sure you guys don't... Oh, and there's one in my junk folder right now. There you go. I've got a pretty hostile spam filter because I get so much spam. Somebody did something. Oh, Torque Official hosting my stream. Thank you very much. And thank you, Torque, for joining us. Glad to give you that raid the other day. Hopefully you got some follows out of it. But anyway, so I think I'm back on top of that stuff. Again, I emailed people again, and it looks like my spam filter did eat some people, so I'm going to be watching it extra close. That's just to get addresses and make sure you're getting something. Let's see. I was going to go do some adventuring today and answer a few questions. Let's see. Got some castle people. We got some crossroads. Oh, thank you, Skaggy Media. 131. Interesting way to start off. Got to go with the primes. You guys can just do continually increasing prime numbers for me. That'll be great. Oh wait, now I got to check. Okay, I think 131's a prime. Yeah, pretty sure. Let's see. That's not a prime number, Skek or Snugs. Thank you very much. We're just getting in teaching Maxine some math, but haven't quite got the concept of primes down yet. We gotta get the plus, minus, multiply, divide down, then we can work on that stuff. Let's see. Okay, I think we're finally getting enough people in here. I can start answering some questions. I always worry about starting answering questions too early, because then people who ask the question might miss their question being answered. Give me 1 second here. Oh, and thank you, Fakon. It'll never get old. Do. All right. Hold on, I'm still trying to find my questions. How many questions has been modified? Oh, good. Well, that's awesome. I have a lot of work to do here. Thank you, Rufus. Yeah, so the next one should be 137 bits. Primes are an odd thing. Let me find a place to go here. Oh, look at a bunch of people in Ravensmore. That's exciting. I bet they're down there trying to... Oh, who is the tank is down there? I'm going to go harass him. For those who don't know, Who is the Tank is on the stream pretty much every day. Harassing me about pet stuff. Oh no, that's What Lurks, not Who is the Tank. Who is the Tank is on every day too. But it looks like some people are trying to farm. There you go. Now you're talking. Now what do we got? 139 is next. Oh yeah, I'm not in God mode. I need to be careful. Let's see, we got some people in Spectral Mines, and then all you guys are in upper tiers. Horrible. Let's see, what's Cornfellow, thank you very much. And by the way, thank you Synthetic 9 for the 137. I don't think I said your name. Let's see. Had some people who said they were going to get on to play. Oh, again, it's windy outside. I'm going to have to mute that because it disturbs Mojito, obviously. Oh, thank you very much, Sinash Kazagal, for bringing the big bits. 1,000 bits. Good way to start it off. So I think I'll just watch these guys down here. Uh-oh. Who's the Tank has spotted me. No worries. We'll watch the next round. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to get some questions lined up here. Let's see. Yeah, and I can go over, for those who, again, I've got more people streaming in here as we go along. I did not get to work on the stuff I wanted to work on, because we love patches. Patches are so awesome. We're still recovering from this release. Just so you know, let's see, here's the stuff I fixed this morning. I'll throw in some other stuff people fixed. But the troll room had like invisible collision objects in front of each door that were really annoying. Fixed those. the Envy Angel. Wait a minute, why am I not seeing that on there yet? Looked into the Envy Angel stuff for why Envy Angel is not actually working the way we expect it to, because it's one of those that's I've yelled about it about 4 times, and every time somebody looks at it, but it doesn't get fixed. But I think what happened was Lord Subtleton looked into it and actually found that the real problem is there's a serious bug in how the way the wave spawner stuff works. And he looked it over and basically rewrote a big chunk of the wave respawner stuff. But that did not get in for this release. It seemed too dangerous, which I totally get, but we left the Envy Angel unbroken, and then there's another attempt to fix it by upping the spawn time on it, but then that also failed because of the bug that Lord Subtleton was fixing. So, let me find out why I don't see a check-in for the Envy Angel fix that I requested. I made one fix to it, but that's only to find out that there's a bug that was blocking it, and that's what people had done before to try and fix it. Sanyo, Envy Angel fix? He's probably watching the stream and is cursing me right now. Let's see, but other stuff that got fixed, the ground pound stuff. This is one I can actually blame on Unity. There's a bug that's in the latest Unity when you edit a field and it's data editing stuff, and you hit return, it basically removes some characters, everything that's behind it. So this had actually pulled off the point, it pulled off the 1 off of the minus 0.1. So it was applying the buff that I said it was going to apply, but it was applying negative 0. Notice how I stopped there. There's no 0.1 on the end. It was supposed to be 0.1. That was fixed this morning. Turned off the Crown Store buffs by popular demand of maybe one guy who really wanted me to turn it off. So that's turned off now. Took me forever to dig into the code to find out where it was and remember how that stuff was actually applied. Let's see what other things are on here. Oh, it looks like Envy Angel was fixed. Sanyo did fix Envy Angel. Sorry about that. He fixed that at 11 o'clock. There's the dungeon stuff. So if you watched yesterday's humor stream, you got to watch me set up the dungeon, go in and say, yeah, trolls are fighting back. Trolls are doing something. And then kill them all, and then go to loot them, and find that they still do not have loot. But then also, some people, I know Artemis had at least a case where his dungeon was breaking, and we tracked it. We, Undone tracked it down to nav mesh generation. Was failing due to an optimization that was turned on. And then it was also getting an exception in some other cases. So he fixed both of those, turned off the optimization. It was a dumb optimization. It didn't optimize anything. It just limited how big a nav mesh could be. So anyway, so that's turned off. So now that hopefully will work in the next build. The loot stuff is still, we know why it's failing. There was some discussion over the proper fix. Let me see if there's an update from anybody around there. Do 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 do. Da na na da da na da. Da na na da da na na 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 na. Sorry, checking up on work stuff. Alright, sorry. Again, distracted here as I try to communicate with some work people on some stuff. Oh. Now he's here. I should just GM Ghost. There we go. Now you guys can watch a pro kill him. At least I think this is a pro. Alright, let me see. Alright, it looks like I got quite a few questions piling up here. I think I covered the big things there. We're still waiting on a fix, it sounds like, for the... spawning stuff. Look, someone using a tamed pet. Right there. Look, that tamed pet is totally taking on Torque. Alright. I think I'm done being distracted by work chat stuff now. Until somebody pings me on there. Let's see. Oh, I know what I need to do first. Let me get this done, and then I will jump into the questions. Where's my chatting? My thing. I was gonna say, did he already kill him? This is good. At least it's a fight for him. But let me find out. Let's see what's on sale today. Whoa. Heraldry Eternal Pattern Mega Set. That might be a good one later. How about we start with the... oh, look, the Ornate Greenhouse is on sale. I know that's a really popular one for you guys. But I'm going to start with the Elven Globe Home, I think. That'll be the first. Elven Globe Village Home. Elven Globe Village Home. Okay, there, that's going now. I guess I can dive into questions. Yes, T-Branch, you did. You did win. You are the first person in. Okay, there we go. It's filling up fast. Alright. Now I can start answering some questions. Let me get that out of the way in case there's anything interesting to watch back here for the people who are watching the stream who don't know anything about the game. Which, by the way, I guess that's the other thing I still kind of suck at is, hello, fans. My name is Chris Spears. I am Atos in-game. I'm the tech director and lots more on the project. I deal with lots of bugs and kind of push things around in terms of who's working on what. But do a lot of pointing at things, saying, fix it, fix it. But also fix a lot of stuff myself, including sometimes on the stream. Anyways, you're watching Shroud of the Avatar. We are a old game and a new game. We are new every month. We've been around for a number of years and have a rock solid record in terms of things like, you know, no dupe issues, no giant rollbacks, no massive exploits, just lots of little ones that we have to go and smack people on. But anyways, oh, no lost player data, just think pretty solid. Oh, and server downtime is absolutely minimal. We usually are down for 2 hours a month. We do live server rolls, so we do patch the server a lot more often than that, but we just do it on the fly and it rolls over in the background. You guys hardly even notice. But anyways, thanks for watching the game. We are a high-skill fantasy RPG, MMORPG. I probably need to get a better sales pitch down, huh? I'll keep practicing. I'll do better tomorrow. But anyways, follow the channel. I'm streaming here primarily so that I can introduce more players to the game, but also because I like talking to the fans, because you guys basically are the best source for figuring out bugs in the game and things that really need to be fixed that aren't technically bugs. So talking to you guys on a daily basis is great for that. Let's see. I'll start here on yesterday. Kron SC, he's the one. Will Crown Shop buffs be removed in today's patch? The patch that is coming out next, not 951, but 952, should have Crown Shop buffs removed. Technically, you just won't get them anymore. They're still in there, so if you had one before, you'll still have it. So maybe you can go like right up until the last minute before that patch comes out and do it. Let's see. Henry Tarleen. Currently, a friendly player can cast a buff onto another player, accidentally debuffing their own buffs. For example, low-level cast Air's Embrace and debuffs the player's Strength of Earth. Would it be possible to add some toggle to allow, disallow buffs from other players? Yeah, this is one of those that we looked at early on, because it's not just like, you know, Earth spells overriding air spells or whatever, based on the channels they're on, which I guess I can explain that guy or that concept to you guys. It's also like a low-level guy casting the same spell at a lower level on top of your existing one. You know, you may have someone in the party who's like air specialized or whatever, and he's doing really powerful air magic, and then the other guy in the party is not air specialized and keeps doing weaker buffs. So that's one we looked at for a while, and we just couldn't come up with any logic that made 100% sense, because there's also the, you know, we could reject it if you already have one on there, but then you start looking at things like, okay, well, one guy, he may be renewing it because it's got like 38 seconds left on, and they cast it, and that's super annoying to have it not go away. So we can't just like look at the power level that it gives you. We have to like look at the power level and the time, and after debating it, we just basically said, don't think there's a great solution, and it's one of those that since it's only your party members, and in the not too distant future your party and raid members who will be able to buff you, it seemed like one of those things where we can leave it up to you guys to manage it yourself, so you don't group with, you know, dumbasses. But yes, having one where they can't overwrite you would be a nice option. Especially that's one of those things as we get closer to raid stuff. Hold on, sorry. Alright, sorry, got distracted by town stuff. But as we get closer to raid stuff, there's going to be a lot more opportunities for people to overwrite one buff with the other. So maybe it is a good time to go ahead and get that in there. And they're just trying to help. They're not trying to screw you, I don't think. Hold on, I'm going to create a improvement for that. Working on it. Almost there. Let's see. That's gonna be a tough one too, because like, you know, your healers in the party, they're trying to cast heal over time on you, and what are you gonna decline that? It's gonna have to have some extra logic in there, I think, so it only will fail if it's going to remove something else. If it won't remove an existing buff. So it's a little more complicated than just not writing it, because there's a lot of things, and yeah. It's always way harder than it seems. Let's see, that was Henry Tarleen. Let's see. Killjoy 420 convinced my wife to start playing. What quest does she have to complete at beginning to get the lot deed? She started out in Solace Bridge Outskirts. That's going to be a great one for Oh, thank you very much. And, oh man, I'm way behind here. Legion of Myth, thank you for the raid. Elrond, King of Elves, thank you for the 100 bits. And Ravenslayer, how about that? 38, 100 bits. I honestly don't know what quests they have to do. I know that you can get the Rolot in the outskirts. I know we're going to be changing it, but it's kind of like the final quest in the outskirts that you have to do, but I honestly don't know what it is. I have done a few playthroughs, but I don't remember those, because I usually play through and then immediately stop and go play through another quest line, and then immediately stop and go back and play through. Even Midnight, this is not a question. Katy Perry for a 5-year-old is bad parenting. You are the first person who would ever describe me as a bad parent. Katy Perry, this is the song Roar is the one that she listens to. I think it's a totally appropriate song. And in fact, actually, I think she heard it first on a kid's music channel. So Katy Perry, yeah, but she doesn't know who Katy Perry is. Although she asks these things, she like recognizes all these artists now, and she calls them out when she hears them. But Katy Perry is great parenting. She's not a great role model. She's not horrible. She did not kill the nun, if you're reading those stories, if that's what you're talking about. Sorry, there's a story circulating of Katy Perry. Nun dies in court while fighting Katy Perry for to prevent the sale of a property, or to prevent the sale of their covenant. If you actually read the details on the story, it's not, well, one, it's definitely not Katy Perry, it's like her lawyer. 2, the nuns don't own the property. 3, the nuns tried to sell it before for $15 million, and the deal fell through and got blocked by the courts. So the nuns were already trying to sell it. They just didn't want to sell it to Katy Perry because they wanted to get more money than what she was paying. And then also, like, 5, like the nun dying in court, that's just really bad luck. But I mean, she was like 89 years old or something like that. So I'm sure she was trying to get the money to give to charity or something like that, and that's why she was angry about it selling for less. But anyways, Katy Perry's not that bad. Long story short. Let's see. Aha. Got a few cleaned off there. Why can't I upgrade from taxed city deed to non-taxed pot city deed? That is a good question. I've had a few people, there's a few of these upgrade options that should be in there that just simply aren't in there. Hold on, I gotta talk to somebody here. Whoa. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the thing, okay? Because you guys don't really need to hear me typing. And I may curse at the screen. Thing is off. Still, now. You just missed a whole story about Katy Perry. And sorry about this. This is some work stuff I gotta deal with. You do 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 do. You do 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 do. You do 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 do. Again, sorry guys. I know I'm normally pretty good on the stream, but I got some important stuff here. Oh, talking with Sasha, our financial guy. And some stuff. Tax crap. We all love tax crap. I know, really boring. I'm sorry, talk amongst yourselves. Somebody tell a joke in the channel. Don't you hate taxes? Alright, I think I've talked enough there. Hold on, let me tell him. I think he does not know that I'm streaming. Hold on, wait for it 1 second. Getting close, guys. Sorry, this is the most boring stream ever. There we go. I just linked him the stream to the Twitch stream. Okay, guys. Almost there. Now I'll probably come over and add a viewer to the group. All right. Let's see. Where was I? Answering your questions. That's what I was doing. Oh man, I answered 20 and I got 20 more. I'll do the last one first, which is Merrick Dragon asks a great question. Why is Mojito seem bigger in game? I don't know. He should be that Mojito size. That's a great question though. Yeah, in game he's like a small greyhound size or a big whippet or something. Definitely not a definitely not actual Mojito size. Alright, so Twofold Silence, I think I answered yours, which is why you can't upgrade. I think there's just some bugs. We don't have all the cases handled at this point for the upgrade from pot to pot to pot to pot. I've had a few people to have pointed that to me. Hold on, I got one more message here to answer. All right. Now I'm done talking to him. Shep311, a lock for deco items. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Just like a lock so you don't accidentally drag deco stuff. That's one of those things I know I've done a few times. Would that be like maybe you right click on it, get a menu for locking it, and then you have to unlock it before you can move it? Does that sound right, Shep? Shep311? Does that sound like what you want? That probably not that difficult. Let me write up a JIRA for that. That'd be a good one. I'll put it as a medium priority improvement. Done and added. That is on one and only. Yeah, and that's the other thing, is don't always play in deco mode. Is the other important part. It'll probably be easier. Let's see. Could we get the ability to list deco items placed in our homes, lots, and reclaim them from that list? This would be enormously helpful for lost items, items stuck in walls, etc. The problem is, then you guys get into the situation where we have to, they'll have to be, again, it's never as easy. Not needed. Alright, I'm going to go close it then. I kind of agree. I forgot about you have to toggle deco mode on. Close issue. Won't fix by design. But yeah, so if we have a thing so you can go and list all the items on your lot, well, one, it'll be a big list, but two, we'll have to do a bunch of checks on it to figure out, like, can you even take the item, because there may be stuff on top of it. If we'd let you just yank items out of the world, then suddenly you can now, like, do what people already do, which is build columns of crap and then pull the stuff out from underneath it. But it'll just be an easy way to do that. I think it'll also be confusing because it won't have, won't show like which item there are, and you may have like 100 of something placed, and then we have to get into, like, you got to place it. I think it'd be better to do something where, like, maybe we go up and let you, like, look at a place, because I know I have seen some stuff that got stuck in a wall before. But yeah, having a way that you can basically pull stuff out of walls, I think, is probably an easier solution than showing you everything in there. We used to have, occasionally there'd be like an item that would show up at 000 in the scene due to some crazy bugs. And we actually noticed that at one point because I think I was doing something like screwing around or something, and I fell through the world, and of course I'm dropping through the infinite void, and it's like, you know, there's Richard in a box, and oh, there's a bunch of junk stuck at the 000 for the map. Richard in the box, by the way, for those who haven't heard that story, is there's actually... Oh, I can probably go find him here. Hold on. You guys probably haven't ever seen a Richard in a box. Let's see. Come on, Richard, where are you at? Is that Richard in the box? Yeah. There he is. You guys excited about that? This is the first time I've ever shown this on air. Tazar ODE is excited about it. So yeah, so this was one of those things that we did early on that was kind of like a dirty thing, but it was just there wasn't a good way to do it in Unity where it didn't break things. But that is when you have your... Whoops. Oh, it's not going to let me do anything because I'm slewing right now. But when you pull up your character sheet, we had to have a place where we could have the character sheet model somewhere. So that's he actually lives underneath. We actually used to call this the Richard in a box because I think that was like a long time ago. Give you an idea, that's when the Dick in a Box Saturday Night Live skit was going around. And so we put Richard in a box, get it? Richard in a box, but it's actually like... but anyways, that's where we keep the models. It just lives down here because it has to be around at all time, and it's got, I mean, it's instance, it doesn't draw down here unless you actually get way underneath the earth. But there he is, and he looks weird because just there's some stuff. We do some color replacement stuff and other things, and basically you can look at the channels. Guess what? The colors that you see in there are red, green, and blue. The three main color channels, and that's how we can map what, when you dye stuff or color stuff, how it gets set. So we've got the three channels in there. So anyways, there's the Richard in a box, and now I will fall to my doom. Ah! At some point here, I think it's at -1,000, you end up hitting the ground and teleporting out. Set game time 10. What? There we go. Nobody here to watch. Let's see. Oh, you're still asking more questions. But yeah, I think some Viper mortality, finding lost objects in walls, I think that's a problem we can solve some other way other than giving you a list of all the objects. Again, that would be confusing for you guys, and you know how many objects you have on your map. Might be helpful because you might, if it's the first time in place, like last one I went and pulled out the wall or something, was like a halberd that somebody managed to get stuck in a wall. Let's see. So anyways, you know what? I'm going to create for one and only. He's actually a pretty smart guy. And I'm not just saying that because he's probably watching this. But I'm going to create, as we try to be our agile guys and not present the final solution. He's, I wrote up all the design stuff for the deco stuff, but he's done more like actual work on it and wrote 95% of it, the actual logic behind it. So he'd probably be a better guy to do. So I'm going to write up a request. Figure out a way so players can get stuck items out of the wall. Easy peasy. And yes, that does only solve half the problem you were asking about. The other half is the lost items. Generally, when we've had those lost items before, it's one of those challenging things about any game, but like any MMO especially. Hey, thank you, Envico. is players will put in requests saying, or they'll put in like tickets. Fortunately, we've solved that problem because we don't answer tickets anymore. That's not entirely true. Anna's back and actually working on the ticket stuff now. But yes. So people put in a ticket saying, "Hey, item X, Y, and Z are gone. I paid crowns for those things. I need them back. They vanished. It's a bug." And the only way we can know if it's a bug is basically to go and figure out where it is for them. So often it's like, yeah, you put it in a chest at the back of your lot. It's been here all along. Old Sup, thank you very much. But anyways, yeah, so it's one of those challenging things with our CS side of things, because we have to go look to make sure it's not a bug, but then it's like, it's pretty time consuming when you guys lose things. So we've talked about ways to let you find things on your lot. Let's see. So we really want the Guild Alliance chat because we broke the guild into PvP and PvE for guilders. Oh, that was the whole point of us having that. Okay, I'll revive that discussion again. The allied guild stuff where you can share guild chat channels. Of course, we've got global chat now, but that's annoying. Like, it would be annoying for everybody. Let's see. Okay, I'm making that a bigger ticket. I'll make that a epic on me. Guild Alliance chat for PvE plus PvP guilds. And thank you very much, Old... So wait, who's that? Oh, Crispy Car. You already thanked Old Sup, but thank you again, Old Sup, Invico, Taser, ODE, Raven's Lair. And thank you for the raid, Crispy Car. Let's see. Needed for a long time. Alright, that's on me. I'll come up with a plan for how we're going to get there. Because we need to get there. Bam. Oh, and, oh, Legion of Myth, resub ×2. I don't even know what that means. Resub ×2, does that mean you subbed a month ago? Twice? You just resubbed again twice? That's cool. I haven't seen that. I don't know what that means. Again, that may indicate that I'm new at the streaming stuff. I looked, and I think I announced my first day streaming. Hey, Christ Ballad resub ×2. Thank you very much again. Second month. Ah, that's what it means. Okay. But yeah, I hadn't set things up until like roughly a month ago to actually, so we could actually like take money. I didn't try to get affiliate or whatever it is. Oh, look at all the resub ×2 coming in. Oh, wait, no, that's Gravity is hosting my stream now with one viewer. Thank you very much, Gravity42. All right. I answered some questions, and more questions showed up on the end there. Let's see. So, Taiki Vitray. Hold on. Yes, I have an epic for that now. I will try to figure out what we're going to do about that we can do in short order. Again, a lot of the stuff is blocked by UI, but as I try to explain to other people in the project, like, for a long time, games didn't have UI for that stuff. It was just slash commands. And people were totally fine with it. So, you know, we can get that stuff done in short order if we just leave it as slash commands. Oh, what happened there? Oh, thank you, Merrick Dragon, for hosting the stream. Let's see. Elgarion, thank you. Elgarion resub 2x. It's been a month, apparently. Felden Grimshaw, are the dungeon rooms only going to be one more or the other encounter deco? Or will it be possible to combine? Because again, this is one of those things we were trying to figure out the least painful way for you guys for how to do that. So we have them split into two, and we just made them so you can change between them. So far, I think that's worked out okay. We did put like a little price on it, but again, we have both of them drop, so it felt like it was more of a convenience thing to switch between it, between the two different versions. We need you guys to, like, if you're going to switch, like, have decos down, we need you to, like, pick that up if there's going to be encounters, is kind of the problem. For those who haven't heard, that's how we can allow you guys to get us to set up encounter rooms that are meaningful to you guys and give meaningful rewards. So that is, if we just let you deco in the same space as you could have the encounters, and we wouldn't feel okay about giving, you know, experience and loot from, because it'd be much easier to exploit. Of course, right now you're not getting loot or experience from creatures anyways. I think Burning Toad is on that and is going to have a global solution for it coming soon. And it was what we thought it was. We're just trying to figure out what the best way to work around it without opening ourselves up to exploits is. So I think they need to stay separate. And I mean, another thing we talked about, but it was also problematic for a number of reasons, was making it so you have to, like, pick up a room and put it back down, like pick up a room and switch it. But that was a lot more tech work and a new system that we'd have to have in there. So for right now, I'm going to say they're going to be the same. I don't think they'll be combined. Anyways. Solar System Sister. You mentioned that it was not intentional that players could log out and back in to respawn creatures. What about players switching the party lead to do the same thing? That is also not intentional, and I think people think that there's some, like, easy fix for that. That is a very challenging and broken design issue, where we've kind of made it a little, whenever we see it being used extensively by people, like, we try to make sure that those scenes, because usually it's the content that needs to be changed for those, like the content that needs to be rethought. The respawn back in thing, that's actually a bug. The instant respawn stuff that you're seeing at Envy Angel, and currently looking at if we're going to do anything about the people who have knowingly exploited it. And then also knowingly exploiting it sucks, but then going and gloating to other players is just shitty player stuff. And so I'm going to be looking at that. I've had a couple of people report it, and they were silly enough to go and do it in the forums as well. Gloat about, yeah, we're using known exploits, and who cares? You should too. But anyways, I'll be looking into that. I don't like that. It sucks the joy out of the game for the other players. I am sorry it didn't get fixed. It was supposed to have been fixed multiple times, but again, I think I went over this earlier. Lord Subtleton found the real problem, which is that whole system is very buggy and problematic and state-driven and isn't supported, like, with multiple people and lots of other stuff. Thank you, Viper Mortal. But he, after finding all that, doing the Lord Subtleton very good programmer thing, he went and basically re-engineered it in a way that was fits our new system. Thank you very much, Envico. That fits the new system and the new plan for things. So going forward, it will be much easier for us to use. It'll be less buggy. Won't have these problems. But it didn't fix the actual current problem, which is allowing players to use an exploit to dump loot, desirable loot, into the game system, which rewards the shitty guy, and we don't want to reward the shitty guy. We want to reward the good players. So, anyways, still discussing what to do about that. But the players logging out and back in, that's one we've looked at, and we've actually made a number of changes. And every time we've come up with a way, like, here's going to be a fix. It ends up punishing the casual players, like the people, you know, trying to play normal. It ends up punishing those guys and causing problems and unexpected behavior that appears to be a bug to people. So it's one of those where we have to choose, to some extent, you know, do we punish the average player to stop the semi-exploity player? And we try to lean towards don't punish the casual player, and again, go and redesign the content to make it so it's not as profitable for the exploity player. No perfect answer on it, though. Oh, this tells you how far I am behind on the questions. Taiki says, can I get a teleport to the dance party that's still going on, please? No, you cannot. The dance party is not still going on. Let's see. Let me get caught up here. Oh, you guys are adding questions like mad. There we go. Can we move the location of the React widget, which currently displays right over your face on the stream? You want to see my face? Really? What? I don't know what the React widget is. Can somebody show me what this means? Thank you, Tree Walk, for 101. Oh, I forgot to go and change the 1-bit thing. I know you did 101 bits, but... yeah, so I'm not sure which one that is. And Envico, again, thank you. Oh, Envico, do not get sucked in to the Snugs and Z battle. I know you're a very generous guy, but do not let them suck you in. And remember, there's 20 days left in the month there, so... Cornfellow, thank you very much. Let's see if I can get through a bunch more questions. I'm going to start doing rapid fire. Rapid fire, rapid fire. I can't do rapid fire. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure what the React widget is. There's that thing over there that, like, something happened. I don't know what the React widget is. Let's see. Caffeine, how can you expect them? That sounds like somebody was asking a question on a specific stream that is no longer relevant. Okay, I can get by that one. Z of Silverdale. That's one that should remind people I'm still going to do this one. I don't know if I'm going to do the house one today unless somebody contacts me and says they really want the upgrade and get the cooler house upgrade stuff. I think I got all caught up on those this morning. If you have not got caught up on like the house stuff, or if you have not got a Epic Unlearning, then message me. I did all the ones that people had emailed me. I did not go and look through the ones that had ordered. So just email me in game, because then it also makes it easier for me to email you back. And Z of Silverdale, I'm pretty sure I sent yours a while back, a day or two ago, if not then this morning. But again, these questions are starting to get a little stale. Maybe we should have it age out over time. Let's see. Tameable troll pet from his That Which Lurks request. Tame. Antrax Artec, will the PvP zones polish continue in R65 like what happened with the fall some releases ago? I think we really need some more PvP. PvP is becoming so rare because even PvPers have more advantage farming private in safe spaces than PvP zones. I actually liked your idea about having a new upper tiers style spawn point that's in a shared scene that is a PvP scene. Because then that adds a ton of, we make the rewards good. It's something similar to upper tiers type rewards. There's reasons to go there. And you were the one who had suggested that, and we talked about it internally, but I think we just never got it on the list. So I think I may be trying to work something like that in there for this release. Thank you again, Envico. Now you're getting into it, man. So having a serious control point, like a upper tiers style control point, spawn wave thing in a PvP zone, to me sounds pretty cool. Because then again, like, there's lots of reasons to compete, and I'm sure there'll be some factions and some groups team up and whatever, but give you a good reason. I think as I mentioned, the only wave spawner type thing in a PvP zone right now is in Blood Bay, and that's the dragon one, which honestly I don't think is that satisfying. It's not horrible, but it's not stellar. Let's see. Strange Eye Icon. Over here is what they're talking about. That is the pending ransom. Let me see. Artemis Sacrifice asked a question here, but let me first thank Artemis for all the help he's been with the dungeon stuff and getting dungeon stuff figured out for us. He's reported and left had a dungeon that he was having a problem with and is leaving it in the problematic state, contacted us so we can go and check it out, and it became our new test case that I think Undone is using to identify some of these problems. So thank you very much, Artemis. And also he verified that he asked on the stream when he was going to get his t-shirt, and he got his t-shirt like apparently a few hours after that. So glad you got your t-shirt. Let's see, would it be possible to make a large lot area in a pot and set it for PvP? You know what, that's a cool idea. So we have, I think we've mentioned it before, we have the tech where we can set an area, a volume of PvP on or PvP off, so you can basically overload, like override something. When I put the fall together originally, before Travis took over and made it not suck, the first version of it, he left a lot of the things I had in there, including he left the tavern is in there. But in my version of the fall, the tavern had a no PvP. It was kind of the no war zone area. So that was the no PvP chunk of the map where you could go, and when you're in the tavern, you couldn't fight. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea. But yeah, that actually having something like an arena where it was a PvP arena where, you know, people in the arena were PvP. The thing is, you've got to make sure and make it very obvious to people, like have some VFX or something that makes it clear that you're entering it. Because when you have those, you've got to have some, you know, some clear indication to the players. Otherwise, I know what you PvPers will do. You'll build up stuff and try to conceal it, and people accidentally walk into it, and then you'll kill them. Hey Artemis, good to see you on the stream, and thanks so much again for all the help with the dungeon stuff. It's getting closer. And again, all these problems we're solving are one-time problems that once we get them solved this one time, they should work globally for everything else. And as always, we're building our integration test up. One and Only's been making a bunch of integration tests for the things that fail. Which of course is both good programming style, but also he does it because he knows I break crap a lot of times, and he's the guy who has to fix it a lot of times. So it's defensive programming on his part to go and have integration tests so he can catch the data stuff before I break things. Me break things? Never. Oh, here's a good one. Cleo Dude, will Antrax Artec be the only one to be a steward at Blood Bay? And will you do more things in Blood Bay? I am absolutely saddened that I have not had more time to do more Blood Bay stuff. I think you guys know, I mean, really, if you look at when I stopped doing that stuff, it was kind of around the end of last year as we got into the holidays. And I think you guys saw the nightmarish load and stress that me and the whole team in general was under during that time with the holiday crap. Tons of engine stuff going on, tons of moving stuff going on. The server move, I can go all over it again, but I think most of you have probably heard. We had a lot to do. We had our hands full. But yeah, that's... I think I should probably pick that up again. The next thing I'm running, I'm doing the deco contest stuff. But now that I'm on this new schedule, again, for those who don't know, we all work from home. The entire team works from home. And then we just get together. We have a meeting room at our data center where we host the servers. And we just use that. Oh, he lost. What's going on down there? You guys watching this? Looks like somebody died. Is he trying to resurrect? You're able to resurrect before he interrupted you? Man, I need to make resurrect take longer. But yeah, I would love to get back into some more Blood Bay stuff. I mean, that was actually some of my favorite content and stuff to do in Blood Bay, was go and spend time and run contests in there. The current contest I'm running shouldn't take up all my time. I'm going to use it for half the stream, so maybe I could start doing some streaming Blood Bay PvP encounter stuff and make that like one day a week. I go and do some GM events type stuff in there. That is another thing I think that's coming up that'll help the PvPers and get some people stimulated to go PvP is We have Apple Rust has a amazing system set up that does the ranking stuff on Discord. But we're going to have some in-game stuff. It won't be as sophisticated as his. And yes, Apple Rust, I need to get back to you. I saw you texted me. I need to get you prizes and prizings for the second time. For anybody out there who's wondering, Apple Rust runs that stuff, and I offered to help, and then I've ignored him and neglected him. Because, again, just the timing sucks. But yes, I will try and get with you here shortly. Hey, there's a person back here with me. Hey, oh, look, it's Shroudbird. How about that? If you say his name 3 times, he appears. I forget, I'm supposed to get you something, right? Is it like some crowns or something? You can whisper me what I'm supposed to give you, because they can't see that. Mojito's covering for him. Right, Mojito? Good dog. You can just say whatever you want to. Or, well, if you say it, it'll appear above your head. You gotta whisper it to me. If you want to keep it secret on what I owe you. Can't whisper me. Oh, I'm a GM ghost. Okay, there you go. Yes, I'm not really offline. You know that. That is what it shows as. If I've got stuff now where if a dev talks to you, then they're visible to you for like 15 minutes or something. So let's see. I knew the Kodos part. Let's see. Do. Do. Oh, Mojito's out. Good job, man. You guys are on the ball today. I saw your Mojito heads in the chat before I saw Mojito had stuck his head out. Do. And yes, to the streamer who just contacted me, yes, I'll get you some Kodos as well. Again, if you're a serious streamer and you're out there and you do streaming fairly often, I mean, if you're like the once every other week and just sitting around talking to people or whatever in the stream, those guys won't help. But if you're actually seriously streaming and showing off the game, that's the most valuable thing we can have. I will gladly give you some crowns or items or stuff so that you can hand them out to your fans, give them away as prizes, so you can help increase the number of people following you. You can, it helps us too because you're showing off the game. But gladly. Let's see. I'm always checking my PM. It's just a lot of times I ignore you. I try not to ignore you guys. Spungwa. Resub ×2. Thank you very much. Tacos and beer. Do I owe you some stuff? Did I ignore you, Shift? Are you guys like messing with me? Oh, did my chat thing die? Where's my Streamlabs? Oh no, there it is. My program just crashed. I didn't even know what it was. Hold on. All right. Yeah. Prizing. Just ignore this. Nothing to see here. Oh, I can't even see him. Is he there somewhere? There he is. Totally not giving him anything at all. Nothing at all. Yep. Nothing to see there. Let me get down. Oh, it won't fit under Mojito. Sorry. I saw what I gave you. That's also the same thing goes for not just if you're a streamer. If you're someone who runs events and you want to have prizes for the events, I will gladly help you guys out with stuff. Oh, and Artemis has just informed me that he now has a level 3 Kobold Rotunda active in his dungeon if people want to visit. So, go visit. Again, they will not be giving loot, I think, until the next big patch, which hopefully will be tonight. Burning Toad is working hard on it. Oh, and thank you, Viper Mortal, the perfectly pacing himself guy. Oh, nicely done. Oh, there's Para. Wait, has Para always been a woman? Did I miss that? I don't think that's true. I don't think Para has always been a woman. I'm not sure what's happening there. Oh, you know what? As I see people raffling here, let me go ahead and end the first one, and I'll do a second one, and then I'll do rapid fire here because it took me 1 hour and 16 minutes to get this first one. So I'm going to go ahead and close. If you haven't already done the thingy-madoober. No, it's not Legion rocks. Legion does rock, but that won't get you in the raffle. I know, old habits. Alright, looks like all you guys are... Oh, nope, looks like you guys were not in there. Get in there. D-Branch, you were the first guy in. I know you're in there already. Alright, I think that's probably good. Really? Para's always been a female? How did I miss this? Ugh. Couldn't tell under the armor. Alright. Shroudbird, I will try and get you trophies. I'm going to have to go look those up and figure out what they are, though. And if you, how about if you send me, Shroudbird, Steinbot, how about if you send me a mail in-game and tell me what you want the trophies to say? And I will get that because I can change the names, the GM way of changing the names on things. So I can get, like, make the signature Season 2, you know, Season 1 2019, whatever you want for the trophies, and I'll rename them when I send them to you. Sound good? And I'll throw in some extra goodies for you, too. Let's see. Closing the giveaway now. Done. Alright. And here we go. Picking a winner. You guys ready? Bam! Cornfellow! See? Totally you don't get more votes because you give me 100 bits every now and then. It's great. If you guys would watch, there's a stream about 6 months ago or something where we did the end game, like we did the on live stream on the Friday stream raffle thing, and I made a joke about, like, because I forget who won, like Minerva or somebody that everybody knows, we know her really well, and I was like, totally not rigged, and Star was like, you can't, don't say that, like he was seriously angry with me about that stuff. Now it's my stream. Make that joke whenever I want to. Again, Cornfellow, I have no clue what your name in game is. I'll try Corn. I'll try Fellow. I'll try Corn Space Fellow. You'll have to tell me if not. If any of you guys know, let me know. I know they're out there because I've been given bits every now and then. Just message me, Cornfellow. I've had a few people who've contacted me like the day after to say, I was not paying attention. Can you help me out? And I have helped every one of them out, so. Now, let's see. What to give away now? The Heraldry Eternal Pattern Megaset. Megaset is on there, but I think, let's see, maybe go to featured. I think for the second one. Some of those Easter egg things. Those are pretty cheap, though. Try to find something in like the $15 to $20 range for the second one. Wait, there's something. What was that? Bodice. Wolf head. Titan of Courage pipe? What? You guys buy this crap? You may not buy that stuff. I don't know. I think the pipes do give you that, like you get some cool emote that comes along with them or something. Episode 2 access. I wish I could give out episode 2 access, but I have to do that through the UI. I guess I could actually, if you give me your information. You know what? I don't think I can, because I think it gets overwritten every time. Like it's weird in how that stuff works. It's tough for me to give you guys that stuff. Give you like an episode 2 access. Let's see. The Viking guard armor looks pretty cool. Ooh, how about some Kobold crap? How about if we do the Kobold kite shield and Kobold spear? Those are pretty cool looking. Look at that thing. The shield is one that when I first saw it, it was just like the icon, just like the shield with like a black background from the side, and I thought it was a spaceship. It's pretty cool looking. Kobold, kite, shield, and spear. Open. Let me buy that junk up now so don't forget about it. Again, if Cornfellow speaks up, you may have to message me in game or something because you will scroll by fast. Oh, look, I've got some friends. And again, for those people out here there, while I have a little downtime here while you guys spam off raffle. For those who are new to the game, I'm showing you a screen with nothing on it. But there, look, something cool down there. Somebody's doing a thing. This is Shroud of the Avatar. It is a free-to-play MMORPG. We have lots and lots and lots of content. We have lots of players and players event. There's lots of emotes. There's lots of role-playing stuff. There's some PvP, but not enough for Antrax. He wants more. And a number of other people want some more too, including myself. There are PvP, full PvP zones. We do not have full loot if you're an Ultima Online player. We do have ransoms, so when you kill someone, you get a couple of semi-valuable items from them. There's some logic for how they get picked, and they'll go into a ransom. So the person will have an option to pay you back for them. But there is loot on killing people. There's let's see what else. Very, very deep combat system and skill system. I think best of all, two best things, of course, are the community. A lot of which you will see in chat here, and then also the devs who will actually talk to you and not ignore you like you have the plague, or act like they're better than you. So these guys are down here farming. There's another thing that just went in recently that I'm guessing they're probably farming for, because I know it can drop here. There's player created dungeons, which just went live. It's still kind of in a beta state. It's more of an episode 2 feature, but we're not locking it to episode 2, so you don't have to buy anything to get it. You can just come here and farm stuff like farming this boss guy who spawns about every 10 minutes. But it's player dungeon, so you can actually have your own dungeon. So you can pretty easily just get your own lot, complete the quest, so you can get a bigger lot, you can get a village lot, totally for free. And if you use one of the guides and you're really just doing it for the village lot, you can probably do it in, I don't know, 15 hours. How long does it take to do the quest if you just rush through it with a guide, of course? But anyways, you can get the lot, you can craft your own dungeon things, you can get all the dungeon, basically do all the basic stuff, get all the basics in there, and not have to spend anything. But we also make our game pretty friendly for players because it is, Liz Kimber says, 7 hours. I did it in a stream, it's on YouTube somewhere. So that's a speed run of the quest, cheating. Not cheating, but, you know, playing from a guide. Have Go here do that. So for 7 hours investment, you can get the village lot upgrade. But anyways, you can do... what's going on there? Apparently somebody just gave somebody something here on my screen. You guys can't see what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's player-made dungeons, and right now there's the new one that just came out. One of them is the troll room that can drop. People know it can drop off of this troll who's here, and he's one of the easier ones to solo. He's kind of a slow-moving big guy who hits hard, has some special stuff, but there's counters for everything, so you really can kill him at a pretty low level if you know what you're doing and are very skillful. Let's see. Got the giveaway going, so I'm going to try to give this one away in about 15 minutes, and I'll make the last 20 minutes for some bigger thing, like maybe that heraldry set that's on sale today. But let me get back to some questions here. Oh, and also, if you're new to the stream, this is my sidekick. This is Mojito. It's one of the awesome things about working at home is I get to sit and work with my dog all day. I get to annoy him. Right, buddy? Are you annoyed yet? How about now? Now? Okay. He's pretty patient, apparently. Antrax just gave me a skull. I'm not sure why. Is he expecting me to give one back? Oh, and I had a streamer who messaged me, and yeah, I'll try and get back to you on the forums. And I got a question from Cyric Vincton before we get back to the other questions. So let me see what this one is, because it's about dungeons. Wait, you want me to just give you stuff? I'm not going to give you stuff. You go earn it. Let me get back over to the questions. Oh, and specials going on today. As always, I will sing badly for 1337 crowns. Usually I'll do Queen songs. I saw someone mentioning Queen. Or a kid song. Also, the special is if you buy the whatever the biggest crown package is, 10,750 crowns, I'll send you one of these suckers. Unlearning. I'll send you one of these guys worth 1,500 crowns that basically will let you completely wipe your character out and knock you down to total noob level. That's actually what it does. You can choose to do it only in one tree, where it'll remove all the skills in that tree, or you can do it for the whole tree. But for those who don't know the game, we have a hybrid use-based system where you have experience that goes into a pool, and when you use a skill, it actually is applying the experience from that pool. So what those scrolls do is they'll empty out an entire tree or all of your skills into your experience pool, so that you can like rebuild your character from scratch, and then you'll rebuild it really fast because you'll have a huge experience pool. So. Evocation, thank you for the sub. Oh, now I got a hand. Why are you guys giving me your body parts? Oh, the skulls for decorating my dungeon. Well, that's good, and I'll use my cheating stuff to make 1,000 of them. Just build like a whole wall and make it like one of those London underground walls, or just non-stop skulls. All right, let me get back to answering some questions. Yeah. Let's see, where was I? Oh, NBNN News. Oh, and I said I was going to do stand-ups starting today. I'll start tomorrow and start updating the stand-ups and adding them to the list. Just so you know, the whole team does do the stand-ups. We just put them again into a chat channel, and I just haven't been going and cleaning them up and putting them in there because we talk about bugs and exploits and other stuff. How are we? Asks, how are we supposed to create shark food if it's so rare? I have no idea. You should ask Beezus. Let's see. Is that a good answer? Is that worth your time? iStar Strider, what is the current thinking about pot dungeons? Right now, we're still, for those who don't know, this was kind of the, I think this was this was the first release we were supposed to officially have pot dungeons. So we're going to slow roll them out. As you are well aware, there's been a number of problems with it. It's kind of there's been a few challenges that we hadn't expected. We didn't work like all release on it or anything. We just had, like, I worked on it, was pretty much the only one who worked on it all release long. I didn't work on it all release long, but I mean, I worked on it probably a week of my time, so it's not like a huge investment. We do think it gives a good bang for the buck. That's some of those things we look for, and it's part of our rolling out content that you guys can update and modify. But we've had a number of bugs in it that did not show up until we went live. So we're working on those right now. But I think once we get those hammered out, hopefully next release we'll have everything hammered out in patches this release, and then next release we'll be able to do more and more rooms, add more and more things to it. Oh, you know what? I totally misread the question. What's the current thinking about pot dungeons? Yeah, I mean, I still love the idea. For those who haven't heard, that's you get dungeons that that players have, but then also having them for the pot, so the pot can work as a group on them. Right now, there's some limitations to just due to edge cases and bugs that come up if you have multiple people decorating a dungeon at the same time. So really, only one person can deco a dungeon at a time. There's a lot of these things, like you can imagine you got the guy. You're building a dungeon out, and you're way down here in this hallway, and then the guy comes up behind you and like picks up the hallway piece leading into that, and then laughs maniacally, ha 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 ha. So there's all those type issues. So it gets a little challenging right now until we work out some more of those issues for decoing stuff. It's a little challenge for more than one person to work on a dungeon at a time. Did I do something with the raffle? What did I do? What's the raffle? What? Did I not start the raffle? Oh, it's raffle time! No, I think I said like 15 minutes. I think it'll be another 5 minutes or so. Yeah, 15 minutes. Has it been 15? Alright, I'll do the raffle. Alright. Leave me alone. Get in the raffle if you want in the raffle. Thank you, Mtik, for the 100 bits. Thank you. Alright, are you guys all in there? Oh, there's Solar Sister. She asked a question earlier. And thank you, Graham's Wormsbane, for 10. I know you give more than that sometimes. Here we go. I'm closing it. Now I'm doing the... What am I giving away here? This is the Kobold Kit, Shield, and Spear. Dorkish! There's a name I know. Congrats, Dorkish. That is for the Kobold Shield and Spear. Woo-woo! And good, maybe you're AFK and I won't have to send it to you. But I'm not going to wait around for that. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing next. What do you guys think? Would you rather have the Heraldry Mega Pack? Or the... Hold on, you know what? I'm going to use this other feature here. I'm going to go right, for those who didn't hear, we're doing a deco contest soon. Hey, thank you, PVT Pecker is now following. Yeah, you got to follow if you want to get in on the fun. We're going to be doing a deco contest. I'll get to the reason why I'm talking about this. We're going to do a deco contest coming up where the town should be in and live now. Probably this Friday, like 2 days from now, we'll announce the deco contest. It'll be 100,000 gold or... Am I dying? Why would you do this? Alright, here we go. Now I should be good. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna have that guy doing that spaz animation by me for the next... That's it. I'm going back to my house. But anyways, we're having a deco contest. It'll be 100,000 gold or 1,000 crowns to enter. When you enter, you'll get. I'll go and assign a lot to you. Place a lot marker for you for a village lot in this new dev town. I think it's called Madeira or something like that. It's on the map now near Brittany. But you'll get that assigned, and we'll probably do 3 weeks to deco your lot in there. And we'll pass through and stream it, and stream the deco stuff once it gets to the end. And we'll probably have like a pencils down time, and then we'll do I'll probably do a 4-hour live stream on maybe a Saturday. Give you guys one of my Saturdays, but do a 4-hour live stream where all I do is we go around and everybody on the live stream gets to vote. But anyways, I'm going to be writing a plugin that's kind of like I wrote this question plugin here. Now that I know how to do that stuff, it's pretty easy. But I'll be writing a plugin that'll let us do a weighted voting thing. So it'll basically throw out all the top quarter of the votes, like the highest quarter of the votes and the lowest quarter of the votes. So then we take the average of the middle 50. So it'll be kind of a weighted system. But basically the throwing out the top and the bottom is to make sure there's nobody stacking the deck, getting their guild to come in and stack the deck in their favor. But I mentioned that, but let's see. Let me do this other one here. Poll, voting on next prize option. Heraldry Mega Pack. Add, and then also what's that thing called? The glass ornate greenhouse 4-story. And then also I will what will I put on there? What can be the final thing? How about one for humor? I'll just make it those two. So you got to make sure 0, don't ask why, but 0 is the first one, 1 is the second one. Apparently a programmer wrote whatever built-in plugin this is in this chatbot thing. So here we go. So 0 is for the Heraldry Mega Pack, 1 is for the ornate 4-story greenhouse. We'll let this go for about 3 minutes or so. And then I will... Yeah, I think you gotta do that, you have to do like vote or something. How do you vote? May just be you say it. Yeah, I think you gotta do exclamation mark vote, and then 0 or 1. And again, 0 is the Heraldry Mega Pack, and 1 is the ornate 4-story greenhouse. We'll let you guys pick what your final prize is. Well, this is actually surprising me. I won't say which one it is, but 1 is definitely in the lead. Do 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 do. Da na 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 da da na da. Ba na na da da na na da na na. Oh, I didn't finish on the deco contest. So after we do the final thing, like I said, we'll do probably like a 4-hour stream where I go around and kind of do the same stuff I'm doing now, just talk, except I'll also walk up and stand in front of a house and say, what do you think about this one here, and do like a little fly through on it, and let you guys vote on it, and I'll do the walkthrough and you guys can vote while I'm walking through it and all. But the reason it's like a big deal and serious, and like why we're actually charging 100,000 gold or 1,000 crowns to get into it, is 1, we only want people to be in there who are serious about it, but 2, the reward for the winner is their very own player-owned town on the overworld map. We just removed a bunch of player-run towns, which, as you probably heard me rant about on streams, is I think they're the absolute worst possible option. They're like the worst of pots and story towns. Oh, I think no, I got everybody. So yeah, so we removed a couple of those because those stay pretty empty, because most people either go to pots or go to story towns. Player-run towns are... So anyways, we removed a few of those, and we felt it was like okay to add a few pots, but we didn't like put them back in the store for selling them. We thought it'd be better to do this, to give them out, because then this way we know if like you're serious enough to win a deco contest like this. That takes some effort, and you're probably a good candidate to be a pot owner. So, anyways, that'll be the prize, and that's pretty. For those who don't know, that's a pretty rare thing. Your scene will be on the overworld map, and we'll work with you to figure out where we're going to place it. Yes, the period behind the question messed it up, I think. It looks at the whole first word until there's a space. I wrote it, I know. But yeah, I guess I could make it so it looks at question and throws out the extra space. Not that much work. Alright, I guess we're ready to call it. So let me stop the voting. And notify chat of the winner. Heraldry Megaset. I thought you guys would totally go for that Ornate 4 story. You did not. You have surprised me. You want the Heraldry Megaset. That is a lot of heraldry stuff. Like you can... Oh, look at all those patterns. So many patterns. Cloak, heraldry. 3 heraldry cloaks. Man. Long banners. You get like decos and other stuff. Do you get like the... Aren't there some wine barrels? Alright, well that's pretty cool. I'm sure you guys just went with it because you saw the number was bigger than the other number, but I really thought you guys would go for the ornate greenhouses. People do a lot of really cool stuff with that. Bam. And again, a reminder, you can get the free Epic Book of Unlearning with the 10,000 crown package today if you buy it in the store. Just make sure and message me in game so I know who to send it to. Because I am lazy. Oh, I haven't started the raffle yet, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. I gotta do the Heraldry Mega Set. There we go. Open giveaway. Bam. XX Killjoy 420XX, you were first. Viper Mortal was second. Oh, and Famines is in there. Famines, I think I still owe you a few cloaks. I'm going to see if I can zone to Dorkish here. And hand him his prize. I forget what he won. He was the Kobold Shields, right? Kobold Shield and other thing, the Kobold Shield and Spear. Dorkish. Teleport to player Dorkish. Bam. Trade. Can I not trade with you because I'm... No, I can trade with you when I'm... Invis. I'm gonna give you a slag sword too, because I don't want it. All or nothing. Gotta take it. Take my junk. Hey, there's actually an interesting scene here for a change. Probably makes much better streaming material being in here. But anyways, so we got the final thing going. I'll give that up whenever I stop. That'll be the last thing I give out today. Last prizes I close things out. If you are somebody who is a streamer, when we get close to the end and I start talking about that stuff, make sure and go get your stream going and I'll come raid you. Make sure you're actually doing something that looks interesting on the screen. Because I do factor all that stuff in. I don't have any science for how I do it. I just usually try to pick someone I haven't picked recently and pick somebody who has something interesting on the screen where it looks like they're showing interesting comment or content. Or fishing. I'll always host a raid of Fisher. I'm talking to you, Alpha Fish Stick. I just haven't seen you on when I've exited out. Let's see. I guess I can do some questions. Oh. Let's see, did I actually get more questions? Nope. I've got more questions than I started with today. This is good stuff. Storm's Reach. I'm not sure what Storm's Reach is. We actually are just in the process of talking about what maps we want to redo. Because there's so many of these like mid-tier stuff. Solar System. Yes, I give away a lot of stuff. I think a lot of that came from I bought like 20 or 30 books of Epic Books of Unlearning to have on hand when people have them. Because I'm not sure why, but there's a bug in the dev command for duplicating items that are stacked, it looks like. I'm not sure what the actual bug is, what's going on with it, but I tried to duplicate that bug and it doesn't work, so I just buy them from the store. But yes, I've spent a lot of crowns all on you. Not you specifically, Solar Sister, but, you know. Giveaway stuff. Again, my goal is get people for these things is I want to get you guys, get more people in game, get more people exposed to the game, get more people excited about the game, so you go stream the game. Because #1 priority by a million miles for me is to get more players in game. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. I'm not sure what they mean by rework Storm's Reach. Oh, so this isn't a pot. This is actually a non-pot little castle. Got some people here who've done some good decoing. Looks fairly active. Ooh, a player dungeon. Let's see if they actually have anything in there. Who is this? Spiro. Surprise! I'm going in your dungeon on stream. It's probably going to be empty or buggy or something. I forget. Viper Mortal. I forget if that's your latest one or your last one. But thank you, and Old Sup. Thank you. Boring. Doesn't even have any decos down. Come on, man. I think it's just using that as an actual deco. Alright, let me get back to some questions here. T-Branch, give us the ability to turn any item into a dungeon entrance, scroll, or something we buy from the store. That's kind of a neat idea. Trying to think how we can make that work. Huh. Yeah, just trying to think through that in my head, what process we could use. I mean, we've talked about these other things that we could do that would be kind of silly things, like having a box of growing or whatever, where it's basically a container that you put an object in it, and then when you place it as a deco, it's, you know, 10 times as big or something. You know, and that's just so you can do funny stuff, but... Oh, it's those skulls I hate. Decos with particle effects. Nothing I hate more. Uh-oh. Been spotted. Oh, it's Zoran! Hey, Zoran, I sent you your crap, I think. Zoran, did I get you all your junk? I know you're on the stream. I'll let him talk while I come back over here. Yeah, so I mean, Storm's Reach looks like it is a non-PvP town, but I don't know what they would be reworking on it. Travis has his hands full with right now with some dungeon stuff, with the building some houses. and also trying to get ready for episode 2 maps and prototyping and proof of concept and some of that stuff. So I don't think he's going to be doing it. Sanyo is still, well, one, reworking old quest stuff, trying to make it suck a little bit less. Hey, Seer Zoran, you are on the stream. Oh, apparently I said something Seer, not Siri. My phone started talking to me there. Wanted me to ask it a question. Seer Zoran. Siri? Siri Zoran? I don't know what triggered it. Apparently my phone is listening to us, though. Let's see. Yeah, this town probably needs a rework. But, not sure who has time. Hey, Zoran, I got you all your crap, right? Right? Oh, sent me an in-game mail. I forget. You're the one that had a bunch of stuff that you needed. I'll have to go look. I wonder if there's a mailbox around here. But anyways, let me get back to a few more questions here. We're running short on time, and I think I've got now up to like 140 questions or something ridiculous in here. So yeah, 200, yeah. Let's see, turn any item into a dungeon entrance. Yeah, I'd have to think about how we would make that work. That's kind of a cool idea, though. Karen Yvonne, do you think it's feasible in the future to be able to browse through people's published dungeons in some sort of in-game window, select them, and port directly into them? So we probably won't let you port directly into them, but we'll probably the list, the ranked list, is actually something that's being worked on right now. You guys may have heard me talk about this. This is one of those things that we looked at, and it was lower hanging fruit than we thought, and we thought it was really good to help with stickiness and to help people be more interested in doing some activities, which is we're putting in a in-game kind of a generic ranking system for things so that you can see rankings on all sorts of stuff. So like you can see the top fisher, who's caught the most fish in the game, and you can see the most like obvious stuff like PvP in the game and see whose vendor has sold the most. But another one that I've mentioned is that you'll be able to see dungeons and rankings for the dungeons. Now, the thing that's a little tougher is we've talked about how we're going to have if we want to have like a score system so you can rate a dungeon. But we'll have dungeons in there so you can see the biggest dungeons. Should be able to sort them by, when Undone is done with the data for it, you should be able to sort them by like the size, biggest dungeons in the game, most hours played in dungeons, most kills in dungeon, like that type of stuff. But you'll have that type of stuff, and it'll be probably in and PvE kills as well will be one of the things in there. And you'll be able to see the stats for like past day, past week, past month. And see the rankings on those things at any given time. And that probably will go live in 65. We will see how we do on that, but I think it's going to go live in 65. So Tazar ODE apparently likes that idea. So yeah, so we're going to try to get that out there. But again, this is the thing we're setting up for 65, is we're setting up kind of a generic framework so that we can, anytime we think of like, here's something cool players would probably want, and I'm sure you guys will give me lots of ideas on the stream, but we can then go and like just work up a quick filter that pulls from our existing metrics server as a like nightly process, and then you'll be able to view all the different stats in game on things. But anyways, I think it'll help a lot for a lot of different stuff. So you can also plan it on things like not just breaking it down by like the top fishermen, but probably also like top fishing city, so you can see which cities get a lot of fishing action, and top PvP cities, so you can see where the most PvP deaths happen. So you can use that type of data. Again, that's stuff you guys can use to figure out, where do I want to go? Do I want to live in this pot? It looks like there's not enough PvP or action in this pot. And yes, that's the other thing, is you guys should not be shiny anymore. And I will not have to sing shiny. It looks a little bit shiny, but I think that's the normal level of shiny. I think that's I got light shining on my face shiny. There you go. Anyways, back to a few more questions, and then I'll probably start thinking about wrapping up my stream as we're getting kind of late here. Getting close to my 2-hour mark. And I've got people asking me stuff. Let me see if there's any emergency stuff I need to ask for. Do-do-do. You-do-do-do. Well, Wizards or Burning Toad is awesome. He is. We have the bug that you guys have reported that, of course, we can't reproduce. That's probably one of the worst bugs out there right now, which is you start harvesting and you get hit or interrupted, and then you're stuck running the wrong direction until you zone, I think. But it looks like somebody reported it, and Burning Toad was able to go into the logs based on his report, find exactly when it happened, and track it down to an exception that was happening. Dun dun dun! So maybe that'll give us some more information on what's going on with it. Anyways. Let's see. Rufus, can we please have a toggle hotkeyable to turn off inventory tooltips? You mean you don't like seeing all that crap pop, 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 pop? Oh, and here's my favorite part. You guys won't be able to see it, but if I go to another window and the mouse is over it, it'll still be doing the same thing through another window. I know. It's awesome, right? You love it. Let me get that in the list, Rufus. That's one of those that we joke about. It's so bad that we should be fixing that. Do 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 do. Hotkeyable. It's a word. Toggle for tooltips. Really should be for like everything. For inventory. Do 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 do. Super annoying to have giant boxes popping up. Oh, and again, you guys have wanted me to play the game more, so I've been playing the game more. And one of the things I've found, I've been making jeers like mad, but one of the more annoying things, I've been dealing with lots of mail in game, which I know you guys do too, because you've got, like yesterday, I've had a couple people who I tried to mail stuff to, and they had 100 mails waiting. They couldn't take any more mails, had to clear out some space. Bam, that one's in there. But also, I'm getting, I created a task for Wizard Smoke to create a, like, right-click reply to email thing, just because that's one of those things, like, so often when I'm trying to have, like, a conversation with someone and having to go type in their name, even though it's like, there's the email, and then the font in that mail window is horrible. I hate it. I mean, it's very authentic. It feels like old English, whatever, but it's like when I'm reading an email, I just want to be able to read my email, and I'm like, I can read it, but then it's like I try to type out these names, and I'm like, is that a J or an I or an L? It's just hard to read because it's kind of that old Gothic font. Do. Let's see. What else do we have here? They're gonna ban glitter. That's one of the things coming up, I think. I forget who I've thanked. I'm gonna thank Tazar again, just because of all the stuff he does for the game, not just for the 200 bits, but also Carnivon for 100 bits and Volsifar for 100 bits. Thank you guys very much for supporting the stream and the team. Yeah, they're talking about banning glitter because it's a cause of microplastics, which is all the rage these days. Got to get rid of the microplastics, people. I want to ban glitter for a totally different reason. As someone who has a 5-year-old girl, we get a little bit of glitter in the house, and as they say, glitter is the STD of the craft world. Because once you get glitter, you just cannot get rid of it. It's all over the place. And thank you very much, Seer Zorin. I will get to your email here in just a minute and check it. I know we had some confusion stuff, and I think actually what got me confused was there's Zorin, and then there's someone else who has a name very close to yours. And I think I thought I dealt with your email already. I had not. Let's see. Let me answer a few more questions here, so I can at least try to stay ahead of you guys a little bit. Oh, too seldom. Can we have a pet command to guard the back specifically? Huh. Trying to think how we would make that work and work well. I think it'd be weird to have them guarding a specific direction based relative to your character. Because you anytime you turn, because you can obviously turn pretty fast, and when you're in combat, you're turning pretty fast. Yes, I do make the little mouth sounds in combat. Pew 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 pew. But yeah, it'd be weird because your pet would be freaking out and not knowing what to do. I think that'd be a tough one to pull off. I mean, it's a neat idea to have stuff so they junk can't walk up behind you, but. And obviously attacking from behind is not what getting attacked from behind is not what you want. Let's see. Soda Vespers, can you take the stupid little baby dragons out of the spawn option for encounters? It's a bummer finding and clearing an encounter to get the chance to harvest a few serpent scales only. I'm going to say no until this, I think 65, we're supposed to get baby dragons as a tameable creature. So I'm going to leave them in there because I don't want to remove them from any place where players might be able to go get them and they might suddenly be desirable things just because people can go tame them. This is a question I've had multiple times. George of the Jungle, when will we be able to pay for Shroud Crown items via Steam? Yeah, this is one of those things that something like a third of our players, it's been going down. I'm not sure what it's at now, but roughly a third of our players or so play on Steam as their primary source. And we don't have anything to sell on Steam right now. For one, I'm surprised Steam hasn't kicked us in the ass and told us to make them some money. But we are planning on having that. We actually just, this last team meeting on Tuesday, that'd be all the way back on yesterday, we talked, that was one of the topics that came up, that it's a task that has been on Burning Toad for a while, but as you guys probably know, Burning Toad does a ton of crap. Everybody on the team does a ton of crap, but he's one of the ones, he's the guy that Star and I occasionally talk about because he never gets what he's supposed to get done, like what we have assigned to him, but he always does like 10 times as much as stuff that really should be done, but just isn't what was assigned to him. So we're gonna, and that's what we need on the project, honestly. We need somebody who looks at the stuff that needs to get done and just goes and does the stuff that needs to get done, whether it's assigned to him or not. But we're gonna move the Steam task over to Lord Subtleton, so it's not hanging over him forever, and so we can get you guys on Steam spending some money. I know it's convenient and easy for you guys, so could be R65, could be R66, but it's a high priority for us. We will get it there. And by the way, totally not knocking Burning Toad. Like, everybody on the team is absolutely freaking amazing, and Burning Toad more than most. Let's see. Do do do. That which lurks. I'm shocked. That which lurks is giving me a taming question. Could there be a high-level quest for specialized tamers to grow their baby dragons to stunted, full-grown baby adult dragons? That's kind of a neat idea to have your dragons grow. Everybody'd want to do that with all their stuff, though, if you had that. Yeah, and again, I think you guys know I will make time to do some taming stuff here this release, and hopefully or show some of it on stream. Just we've had more patches than expected due to a number of things. But hey, you're not shiny anymore. You can see the terrain. We're getting there. Getting close, right? Frame rate's up slightly from last release, and we didn't even get in our big performance stuff that we wanted to get in because it was too risky. We will be turning the big performance stuff on for the QA build coming up, though. Z of Silverdale, can you find out where my Lord British Skull is? Never got it 2 Twitch streams ago. I don't know, and I messaged Lord British Rules. Are you in there, Lord British Rules? I don't think he's in there right now. But yeah, I can't make a Lord British Skull. I guess technically I can. I can log in and kill him. Log him in and kill him because I can do the dev login on him. Hopefully, I think you'd rather have it like actually be Richard being the guy behind the keyboard when he gets killed. If not, I can just rename Anthrax's skull and give it to you. Let's see. Do. Anthrax Artec with another good idea. What do you think about a super rare special version of pets that spawns in random zones in a random time like shiny Pokemon? For example, a red version of the Obsidian Bear or Black Wyvern. Yeah, I like the idea of having super rare ones that spawn that are just like different colored ones is the only thing that's different about them. It's actually kind of neat to like make it like 1 in 10,000 bears show up as like a different type of bear that generates a different type of pet. I like that. I'll make a note for that. You, sir, get a note. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Super rare spawn animals that are different color, size for taming uniques, like Pokemon. Oh, there's a wife calling. She must be on the way to get the kiddo. Let's see. God, you guys are adding them faster than I'm answering them. I feel like I'm doing okay. Let's see. Foo Bunny, when will we have more deco movement tools, aka grow, shrink, etc.? The grow, shrink thing is actually one we've talked about, where we let you like grow, shrink things by like, you know, not a ton, but like maybe 20%. And that's purely so we can do things, we can allow things like, hey, it's List. Thank you very much, List. List has informed me that he puts the 100 bits in because when we go out for our team lunch after the weekly team meetings, he always gets a beer, and he said he puts in the bits to pay me back for the beers because no one else gets a beer. I wait until I get home to get my beer. But yeah, that's one of the things I've talked about before is having with the movement stuff, just adding a couple more keys where you can grow and shrink stuff by a small amount. And that's not so you can like take a small bunny statue and make it into a giant bunny statue. That is so you can like it can help for like, hey, I can't get this wall to fit, or I can't get this floor tile to fit, or I can't get this whatever to fit. Just being able to grow it and shrink it just a tiny bit. There's so many times, at least when I've decoed, where it's like it's so close I can make it, I can't quite get it to fit. Hey, Greyhound. But having a little bit of a grow shrink would be awesome for that. Hey, Vipier Mortal, thank you very much. Wait, you're not pacing yourself, man. 500 bits. Does that get you into the... no, you're already in the top 10. But yeah, just... That's one of those things that I don't think will be that hard. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and write that up because we've talked about it enough times, and it's... I don't think it's going to be that tough to do. Allow deco grow shrink plus minus 20% attached to 2 keys, so you can wiggle stuff in 2 spots it doesn't fit. Yeah. I'll mark that one as a high. It could be like a mouse wheel. What do you think about that when you have the thing dragging around deco and you can push, is it like E and R to do the rotate? Make it so the mouse wheel will grow, shrink it. What do you guys think? Sound good? Bam. Created. Yeah, and that's one of those things, yeah, that like, not talking about making it go like twice as big or 10 times as big or half the size or anything. We're talking about like, we want the small incremental stuff so you can, you know, you decoed the front of this area out here, but you didn't quite have enough room to get this amazing standing stones dungeon entrance to fit. And hey, guess what? Just that little, you know, 20% scale down is what you need sometimes. We don't want to make it so it feels like a totally different object, but I think plus or minus 20% will not make it feel totally different. And then you can also do a little bit of fun stuff too, where you can have like statues, like, you know, small, medium, large with minus 20, 0, plus 20 or whatever. Just some more options for you guys. Oh, damn it, XR Magnuson points out one problem already. Great, we can shrink planters now and fit more crap on their lot. Oh. Alright. Still think it's a good idea. We might just have to flag a few items so that you can't shrink things that generate stuff, like planters. Just a lonely, sad little lonely dog out here in the middle of nowhere. Oh crap. Why is that dog killable? Whoops. Oh well. Sorry, dog. What about over here? Is this guy? There's a cat. Yeah, this is one of those things. We have like cats that can be killed, but or dogs that can be killed, but cats? No, we kill cats and they get crazy with you. Let's see. Oh, back to a few more questions. Oh, and then it's already 4:13. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up. So this is the queue for the streamers out there who want me to raid them. You probably want to bail out or at least open up your own stream and go get started, and I'll come raid somebody here in a few minutes. But I'm going to do the giveaway here. So make sure you have entered the giveaway. I got some good improvements entered today, I think. Again, so that's when people... we have people who write in, or someone has written in at least. I only know of one person who's complained. But that this is not a good use of my time. I disagree. I think I get a lot of good ideas from you guys. And again, for those who don't know, I work from my schedules. I work 4 a.m. to noon, and then take a break, and then come back and stream some. So when you guys see me on here, it's not me in the middle of the day, you know, screwing around, not getting in my time. This is my extra time. to raise beer money for the team and get actual feedback from you guys. And someday I'll actually get caught up on stuff enough so I can actually get some more playing in, rather than just bug testing. Hey, thank you, Murtik. But again, thank you guys all so much for joining the stream. We're going to do the raffle here in a minute, and then I will wrap it up and go see what I can do for Zorn, assuming that the kiddo doesn't come home shortly. I usually try to deal with that stuff in the morning. But here we go. You guys ready? Raffly, raffly, raffly. All done raffling? And you're done. Like it or not, you're done. Here we go. And this is for the Heraldry Mega Pack, which I really hate sending out to you guys because it has a bunch of pieces and we still have that 10 item limit in the mail. Here we go. You ready? I think that's enough drama. Is that enough drama? Alright, somebody's called rigged. Hold on there. I gotta pull up. I think I've got this. Set so I can do chatbot. Is that it? There we go. Bam. But anyways, there you guys are. Everybody's got one. One. Everybody's got the one. I'm using the giveaway. Anybody who's used Streamlab knows this stuff. And here we go. I'm going to click the pick winner. You guys ready? Bam. Rigged. Totally has nothing to do with him giving me bits. I'm glad I did show it that time, by the way. Viper Mortal. I hope you voted for that thing. The heraldry stuff. Because I am going to send it to you here. Let's see. Copy. Heraldry. Oh, look at all that crap I gotta send you. Man. One. Two. That was only two. Perfect. I mailed it to you, as you may have seen there. It'll be waiting for you at your mailbox, Viper Mortal. And also, thanks again so much for all the support and pacing yourself. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the support on things. And I'm trying to get through your questions, but the list is growing faster than I'm answering them. But one of these days I'll put a hold on the list for a day or two and just try and catch up on the questions you have in there. And thank you again, Viper Mortal. That might have evened you out. Where are you at now? I think you might be slightly in the plus column for bits to crown gift. Yeah, 4,200, and I think I just gave you, like, is that a 4,200 or something? Yeah, 5,100. So you're running at plus 1,000 crowns to bits this month. It's probably compare pretty close. I haven't looked to see what bits are. But again, everybody, thank you so much for all the support, and I will see you guys in game. I should be on streaming tomorrow as well, and maybe tomorrow or today we'll have enough of the bugs fixed so I can actually sit down and do some of the taming stuff, so that that which lurks can stop harassing me about it, and Snugs and all the other people. So again, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you in stream next time. Oh, I gotta figure out who to raid. Who you gonna raid? Ghostbusters.
For sure. Well, it sounds like the other game actually already can.
Let's see. Oh, Alpha Fish Stick is in there. I said I don't mind raiding the Fishers. We got Tacos and Beer. Oh, they're Tacos and Beer doing a rerun. Let me see. Crispy Car is one of those guys that's always on there, but he's, let me see if he's actually in today and playing. Are you playing today? Oh, wait, he's streaming? That's me! We're about to get into some type of infinite loop here. He's hosting me. Alright, well, I think I'm going to do... I've done famines. I haven't done alpha fish stick in a while. Alpha, are you doing something? Are you going to do something? Huh? What's this? You got like a picture-in-picture going on? You're just kind of standing in your town, man. You gonna go fish? Alpha. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. You're losing points there because it looks like you might have... oh, no, you don't have night vision on. You just have crazy amounts of bloom and color and stuff going on. But you're in an interesting dungeon there. I think we might be going with shift today. What do you guys think? Tacos and beer. Don't raid me. Yeah, that's why I saw it was a rerun. I would have given you a raid. We haven't raided you guys in a while. But I think we're going shift PC. The other guys were idle over there. Shift does quite a bit of playing, and it looks like he's in an interesting zone that'll show well. So let's go raid shift. And guys, again, thanks so much. I forget what our Friday stream. I think this Friday stream is the 2-hour stream, so look forward to that. And then also we'll make some announcements on the Deco contest. And let's go raid shift. Bam! And then I gotta click an end stream thing.